This is an overview of the Crown Lane Education Partnership. I'm John Merriman and I founded the studio here back in 2007. Previous to that, I was a high school music teacher. I'm going to unpack the Education Partnership Guide, which is a downloadable PDF. It's also available in print. But one important thing to note, the industry evolves so fast that many of the things that we've put in there today may not be relevant tomorrow. So do get in touch with us before you confirm any of the ideas that you've read. I know how hard it is to enter the music and sound industry. And in fact, I'm just back from a conference where 50 people from across the worlds of education and the music industry were discussing just this. And what it made me realise is what we've got here is really unique. We work with many different organisations, from universities through to SEND establishments, schools, and those unable to access mainstream education. We want these opportunities to be available to your young people too. Sometimes you've got the budget allocated already, and other times you're applying for funding. You are absolutely welcome to use portions of this video as part of your application, and at the end we'll walk you through the process. Well, first things first, what does it cost? Partnership with us is completely free, but we'll be open from the start. We're a commercial entity. We're not an education trust, a CIC or charity. This is a very unique opportunity. So as a partner, you'll have access to all of the areas we're about to cover, including discounted rates and exclusive access, but we do ask that you do use us for these things. By being a partner, it's not just a one-way thing, it's two-way. So we'd ask that whenever you think, what would be beneficial to my young people to do with the music industry, you get in touch with us. You may ask, why as a studio are we doing this? Well, the team here, many of us are from an education background, and we know how valuable this is. And we didn't have these opportunities ourselves. So we wanted to put something together that would support fellow teachers in making sure that young people have these opportunities. So if you want your young people to be inspired by the sound, music and media industries, and you want them to have hands-on access to the industry and a space to ask questions, please come and get in touch with us today. Who is it for? If you want your young people inspired about sound, music and the media industries, and you want them to have hands-on access to the industry, particularly in a context where they're able to ask questions and make mistakes, this is an opportunity for you. We keep in touch with what's going on in the industry, so we know what the demands are and where the jobs are. So if you're even looking for some CPD training for your team or for you, we are here for you and your young people. Crown Lane stands as a multi-room studio complex. We've recorded over 3,000 projects, hosted over 17,000 rehearsals, hundreds of podcasts, BBC radio dramas and audiobooks. We've launched an online mixing course, broadcast live studio sessions and created a coffee and event space, and most recently opened as a wine bar in the evenings so that people making music can enjoy a nice drink too. The clients that we have through the door are essential to our business. They're the people that make this happen. And what we'd like to give back is the opportunity for young people to also access this exciting and brilliant industry. So this guide will walk you through some of the things we have on offer. This gives your young people access to a commercial studio, but staying in your classroom or your community space. We'll live stream an interactive session straight to you, and this is probably the most cost-effective thing we have on offer. All you do is book one of our scheduled days, and that will work out cheapest. However, we can also set up outside those times, but it will cost a little bit more. The session, we've got a few template examples, but there might be something that you want to cover with your young people. And we will plan that before with you and then make sure the session runs as if they're here in the studio too, and give them plenty of time to ask questions. This is perfect for Key Stage 4, BTEC, A-Level and T-Level, and also for anyone trying to inspire their young people anywhere around the country, particularly those places where you can't get into a commercial studio. For those that can get to South London, why not book a room here? We know you as teachers know what your young people need the most. So just book a room online. It's very simple on our website. And you can bring your young people here and do whatever you need to do in a studio context, whether that's on your own or if you need training from us as well, before or during the session, just let us know and we will dive in and give you a hand. Because the team here is working in a commercial studio, all of our training is relevant to today's industry. We do training here, or one of our team can come and see you. Have a chat and we'll see which member of the team is most suited to the needs of you and your team. Could be to do with sound skills, careers in music, or very specific areas of accessibility. Whatever it is, give us a call and see if we can support your team. Our most popular project that we do here as part of our education is kind of off the shelf, really. It's a workshop, but in a carousel model. So across the various rooms in the studio here, your young people will be split into 3 or 4 groups and rotate and experience all the different activities that go on in a studio. They'll be behind the mixing desk, they'll be in a room setting up, and then they'll also be in a room experiencing a pre-recorded sound experience that we built here that looks into binaural sound, stereo and acoustics. It's a brilliant, exciting day out. If you would like to know more about that, do get in touch. We can either run it so that it's one of the ideas that we know works. For example, when they're doing a carousel, they're creating a recording or a podcast. Or if you've got your own ideas or your class are working on something in particular and you want to bring that here, bring that. We have spent 2 years putting together Sculpt, our online mixing course. It's a perfect resource for educators in the world of sound mixing. It works for live sound, recorded sound, for radio dramas, podcasts, whatever you're doing in sound, this course is for you. But the resources themselves are perfect for your students. So the handbook, which comes with it, is in easy to read format with images down one side, captions underneath and full prose on the other side, nothing under font size 14. The whole course is also audio described, so those that are visually impaired can also engage in the content. It's a brilliant course and there's a separate video underneath this with all the details. Because we're so proud of the resources contained within this course, we've brought down the cost massively if you are one of our Crown Lane education partners. So get in touch and we'll send you the discount code for those. Recording is why we're here. It's what we're passionate about. So if you need something recorded or you want students involved in the recording process, come down. We absolutely love having people in the control room with us and talking through the process of recording. So all you need to do is ring us up, book a standard recording session, but mention that you're bringing some young people with you to be involved in the session, and we'll make sure they have jobs right from the minute that they get here. This option is incredibly cost effective. Our podcasting rig is free when you book any room here at the studio. Just let us know in advance that you'd like it. It's a great add-on to any projects that you're working on. It gives the students a chance as well to leave a recording of what they think about a project or what they would do differently. It gives them a chance to experiment with broadcast equipment and learn some of their microphone techniques too. They can take their recordings away, it's just a simple SD card in the back, and then they can work on their mixing skills later on with their content. We love adding value to PhD, MA and undergraduate courses. We've been quoted in journals and books for our recording techniques and our business model, so get in touch if your young people just need that industry support. Our live studio sessions are often a life-changing occasion for young people. These young people can work behind the scenes with us in the control room or operating cameras or operating the sound desk or setting up. And then professional artists or people from your school or establishment can come in and be the artist performing. Now, the whole recording session is broadcast as a final performance through to a big screen in our wine bar and event space. The audience in there pay ticket price, and that ticket money goes to you so that you can fundraise for the project. Some people use that as a crowdfunding occasion. Some people use it just as a ticketed event for young people to enjoy being a part of this amazing industry that is the music industry. We would really love you to take part in some of the activities that we have on offer here for your young people. So get in touch with us today. All you have to do is contact us on info@crownlanestudio.co.uk and we can start the conversation there and work out how best we can support your young people as they begin their journey in the music industry. Thank you so much for watching this, and we look forward to seeing you here at the studio.